Keep watching the, what is it? It was the tuna.
Hey guys.
I got Peter.
I got a new guest on my platform today.
We got Peter Lewis.
No, we got Adam on my platform today. Adam, how you doing?
Peter, it's an honor and a pleasure.
I'm so happy to have you.
It's an honor.
And I got a special guest with you. What is his name? Nobody know him.
What's his name?
What is his name? Oh, me? It's KAREEM Rahma.
Okay, so
thank you for having me, Peter.
Now
of course, all the time, man.
Seatbelt on. You guys are both putting seatbelts on.
Let me put my seatbelt before we get in trouble.
I've always wanted to be on the Taxi Cab, Yellow Taxi podcast.
I mean, we talked about it a lot, didn't we?
I agree.
Okay, so
Peter, we miss you.
Adam, my first question for you. What inspired you to create your show?
What inspired me? Well, what inspired me was I moved to New York 4 years ago, and KAREEM and I met about a month after I moved to New York, and I really just wanted to be his friend. I really thought that he was just the greatest guy that I had ever met. I loved being in his company and wanted to keep hanging out with him, and I also just thought that if I felt that way, so many other people would feel that way. And so it wasn't my idea, it was completely KAREEM's idea. It was his own lived experience of his father being a cab driver. And at some point, I would say like 6 months after KAREEM and I met each other, we had a conversation about making a show on TikTok, like what it would look like to make a short form show. And KAREEM's idea was, I've always wanted to hail a taxi and tell the driver, take me wherever you want to go and keep the meter running. And we shot the first episode like 2 days after that.
And keep the meter running.
Okay, that's a good story.
And that was 4 years ago.
I'll tell you what, the first time I met Adam, I was a little bit nervous about him.
Oh, you gotta put your seatbelt.
Oh, wait, you really do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Making us put our seatbelts on.
We were going to Grand Central, right?
Yes.
I actually have to go to the phone. The first time I met Adam, I was a little bit nervous because, you know, before I met him, everyone was saying to me, yo, do you know Adam FAZE? Have you heard of Adam FAZE? Blah, blah, blah. This Adam FAZE guy, Adam FAZE, Adam FAZE. Literally the week before I met him, everyone was talking about Adam FAZE.
True.
I swear to God.
It was too early. There was nothing going on yet.
No, but everyone was saying Adam FAZE. What's up with this Adam FAZE? I go, I don't know any. I've never met him before.
Peter, it's the same thing that we love saying the words Peter Lewis. I think some people just like saying my name out loud. That's really what it is.
Adam is a
Peter
name like, is a current name.
It's a name. It feels good in the mouth.
Wait, did you just call it a corrupt name?
No, current. Current. Yeah.
No, because it's a name you like to say.
Yeah, it's a name like, you know, in French we say Adam.
Adam.
Yes, that will be how we said in French.
Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Allons dans.
Aladdin. Do you know the Aladdin? The
Allons dans.
Allez, on danse. You love this song, you.
This is his favorite song.
So how did your journey in media begin?
How did it begin? It began because I grew up in LA and I was surrounded by Hollywood. And I was just so obsessed with wanting to become a director or producer. I just wanted to make movies and TV shows. I loved Hollywood. And I think just growing up, so, I mean, honestly, what I tell people is I had an annual pass to Universal Studios Hollywood. And I would just obsess. There was a studio tour that would let you see the backlot to the Hollywood studio. And I was just obsessed with wanting to be on that backlot. And it was a very young age for me to have, you know, such an obsession that then kind of changed my entire life.
Okay. And what's your creative process like?
What's my creative process like?
Can I open this window?
Yeah, of course.
My creative process, it's changed a lot over the years, but I think that I'm always just only trying to impress myself, and I'm trying to make something that I actually want to watch myself, and whether that's someone that I want to watch and I could watch for hours on end because they entertain me, or it's a story that I think really needs to be told. I always tell people I think I'm the most selfish person there is because I only want to make things that I want to watch, and that's always been the lucky process.
But you have a good eye for talent.
Yeah, but I think it's selfish.
That's not a compliment to myself.
No, but it's selfish.
I think that you're the most talented.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to entertain myself.
But you're the most talented at finding talent.
But I think that it's because first of all, thank you. But I think it's also because people think about what do other people want, and I don't think like that. I just think, what do I want to watch? And that's always been what's made me so lucky.
Okay.
Like Peter, we cast you in Keep the Meter Running because we thought you were a character and we wanted you on the show.
Thank you.
We loved Harley's casting video with you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
We interviewed 100 drivers across New York City, and we wanted to have you on the show for that same exact reason.
Thank you. I feel special now. Hey, where do you find your best idea?
What are my best ideas?
How do you find them?
Where do they come from?
I mean, a lot of it is shakes.
A lot of it is the shake process.
It's the shake process.
I think.
No, seriously.
A lot of the best idea. What do you mean?
The acronym that you always use.
the shake, the SHAKE.
Yes.
Of course. Seek. Holistic.
Seek, hurry.
always
Sorry.
keep energizing.
Yep.
Where do I get my best ideas from? Again, I actually rarely think that they're my ideas. I think it usually starts with a person that I really like, or it's that I wish something existed. Like, I think I am very addicted to my phone. I spend way too much time on my phone. I spend way too much time watching TV, watching YouTube, and yet I don't actually think there's enough things on the internet that I love. And I always wish that certain shows existed because I just want to watch them. And so a lot of the ideas come from this place of like, well, I wish there was something for me to tune into right now that was doing this. But I think with a show like Keep the Meter Running, it's like, for me, it's my favorite thing to make because you have no idea. Like, as much as we may have cast you to be in this show, and you and I may have had a phone conversation before that we shot the episode of like, what were some of the ideas of things we would do? As soon as we started rolling, we had no idea what we were gonna go do. And it's an adventure, and it's so addicting. There we go.
And
it's the most fun you can have. It's the most fun you can have making something, I think, is Keep the Meter Running. It's so unpredictable.
We're addicted to it.
It's an addiction.
And also genuinely we get to see a different side of the city that KAREEM and I don't know. We have never, in your episode we went to Ponte Bistro, which genuinely was the best food that I think we had ever had on the show at that point. And I don't think I ever would have been told about Ponte Bistro if it wasn't for meeting you. And so I think it's just so fun to see other people's slices of life and use this show as like the excuse to be able to do that.
okay. And how has YouTube changed storytelling?
How has YouTube changed which?
Storytelling.
Storytelling. Oh, it's totally changed storytelling. YouTube is just television now. I think in the old days, you would turn on the TV, you would go to the channel that you liked watching, and you would wait for it to kind of show you what they decided to show you. And with YouTube, especially today, your YouTube looks totally different than my YouTube. And so there's so many different people that would never have had a platform that today have fans and are able to, make the show that they want to go make that would never have been greenlit by Hollywood. And it's in some ways really vulnerable because it's completely democratizing. And, as much as maybe you can buy views sometimes, you can't force being accepted by culture and being accepted by just like the general public of people that watch things on these platforms. And you really have to earn their respect. And I think there's this sort of sentiment from people on YouTube who watch YouTube of like, are you here because you're just trying to take advantage of my view and like selling a bunch of brand deals and make money off of me? Or are you here because you want to have a genuine connection, you believe in the story that you're trying to tell? They suss you out. And I kind of appreciate how hard it is to grow on a platform like YouTube when there's unlimited amounts of content being uploaded every single day. I think it forces us to be better.
I think the beauty of YouTube is that it's democratized the entertainment industry in a way that has never happened in history. It used to be that if you wanted to make something that gets seen by millions of people, you have to go through so many steps. You have to get so many yeses. You have to get so much approval. You have to get so many no's. You have to go through so much pain.
Yeah.
You have to go through so much pain to get 15 hours of content out to the world. And now, you can literally do whatever you want.
I mean, we're literally on the show right now.
We're on a show right now. Peter Lewis says, do you want to come on the show? He actually asked you if you want to come on the show. I said, I need a ride at Grand Central. Can I also be on the show? You know what would have happened if this was on TV? They would have had to say, I don't know, Kareem's going to be on the show. We got to
talk to your agent.
We got to get approval. We got to get insurance from Kareem. We got to do this. We got to do that.
Can you sign this contract?
Oh, what are you guys going to do? How does this change the episode? Do we have enough cameras for 2 people? Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, Peter, if you wanted to make this show back 10 years, even just 10, 15 years ago, you would have to go find a way to get a meeting at HBO, a meeting at ABC, NBC, CBS, and somehow convince them that your show is worth telling. Versus you just being like, no, I'm just gonna make a show. I just wanna make this show. I have a taxi, I can buy cameras, I talk to people all day long. That's literally my job, is talking to people all day long. Why am I not just recording it?
I agree.
Anyone with an idea can make it on YouTube.
Yes.
As long as the idea is good. That's what I'll say.
And how do you pick your guest?
How do we pick our guests?
Yes.
I mean, look, it's the same way we picked you. I think it's, you're looking for a story. You're looking for a character. You're looking for someone who, I think there's more depth than the average person out there. And I think that's, again, the special part of what we said about Keep the Meter Running. It's sort of like, we have an idea of what we're going to record based on what we know about this person, but you never met Kareem before we started making this episode. You know, you had no idea. You had your own plans of what you wanted to do, but you had no idea what was going to happen because of sort of the way that you vibed with Kareem and where the conversation took you guys, etc. So,
you know, sorry to cut you off. You know how I met Kareem? I had a customer and I was talking to him, hey, I got a Yellow Taxi podcast. And you know what he said? He said you should link up with this guy. I'm like, who's this guy?
Really?
Yeah, he said Kareem.
You had a customer.
Yeah, that's a customer.
And that's how you
that's how, with me. Yeah, and the customer show you your page. And I'm like, oh, who's this guy? And when I see Keep the Meter Running, Yellow Taxi podcast, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Wow.
And then I start following you from sense.
Dude, now
it's from a random customer.
Well, you know what's crazy? What happened? Is I remember, I think someone DM'd me. I think maybe the same customer DM'd me and they were like, you should check out this guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yellow Taxi podcast. And then when we were casting the show, I sent it to Harley and I said, add this to the, the casting.
That's crazy. And the guy, you know what was funny? Because when he left, he came to my window and he said, yo, link up with this guy. I said, sir, I will. I look at, I follow him. He said, okay. And then he left, and then from then, I start being on.
Wow.
Yes.
So the same customer did the work for you and for me.
So when a random customer just like that.
But I think you're special because I haven't seen another taxi driver do something like this.
No, I mean never.
Like everyone has dreams. Like Irish John has his play, and Homero has his dancing.
Kendra has his stand-up.
Kendra has his book.
And book.
Everyone is so special.
But I'm not gonna
this
talk
is the
down
first one that's digital media oriented.
I'm not gonna talk down on taxi driver, but most of them, they already come with kids. They got a lot, they got a lot going on already.
Yeah, but they're on the grind, bro.
Yeah, they're on the grind.
They're
but I'm on the grind too.
The American dream grind.
Yeah, but what I like is I mix my grind and my work at the same time.
Well, you're in your episode.
You're a workaholic.
But your American dream is a lot different. Like what you said about your American dream is making it in the entertainment industry. Most other cab drivers, their American dream is being able to have a house.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Provide for their family.
I see what you're saying.
Like that's their American dream.
I see what you're saying.
Your American dream is different.
Yeah, but me, you gotta remember, I left France. If he was just to do just to work or stuff, I could have stayed in France. France is a beautiful country.
I know a lot of people
in the
episode.
Even if you don't see me in France, but if you see me in France, I can take you to another spot with other people that you're gonna
Everyone loved that.
When you said that in the episode, when you go American dream, why would I? If I wanted the American dream and to have a little house with a fence, I would have stayed in France.
Yeah, I would have stayed in France, of course. That's not what I didn't left all my family just to get something small like that. I could have get all of that in France. The only thing I cannot get in France is what really black people get in America.
I fuck with that.
I mean, in some ways, you're very Gen Z. Your American dream is very Gen Z compared to a lot of the other cab drivers that we've talked to.
It's also kind of old school.
Yeah.
It's New York. That's what it is.
It's New York.
Because people used to move, dude.
To be a
here's
star.
another thing that's changed. People used to move to New York to make it.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
No,
They used to
if you
come
can
here
make
and
it
say,
here, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, but they used to say, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna be the biggest pop star in the world.
Yes.
I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna
Yes.
be the biggest
Yes.
actor in the world.
Yes.
I'm gonna come here and be the biggest
Yes.
manager in the world.
Yeah.
Now people come here and they go, I'm gonna work at Sweet Green.
You
Or
heard that? Me, I never heard
consulting
that. I
firm.
never heard somebody told me I'm going to New York just to work. No.
Not to
Anybody
make
that I
it.
know said they're going to New York is to make it in some kind of domain, like filmmaker or pop or music or
Yeah.
clothing line. I know friends who coming to New York just for clothing line. They're gonna work hard, but that's for the clothing line. It's not just to work.
There's
You
an
know what I mean?
amazing New York TV show called How to Make It in America, and it's about these young people trying to start a fashion line in
Yes.
New York City.
2 seasons.
One of the greatest TV shows of all time. How's
So-
Abu Bakar?
Abu Bakar is back. He's been back in France. I
He
showed him
is?
the text.
How's he doing there?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good.
Did he send him the episode?
Of course.
Did he
Of
like
course.
it?
That's it. Oh, he love it.
Wow.
Yes.
He was a star, bro.
Yes.
He was a star.
We
So-
loved Abu Bakar.
I
Yeah,
love-
thank you. I'm gonna tell him too. So what's next for your brain?
What's next for the brand? I mean, for one, we can't talk about it yet,
Okay.
but we can tease it.
Okay.
Which is that the last episode of this season of Keep the Meter Running, we left the country
Okay.
and we went somewhere crazy.
Oh wow.
And we went somewhere that everybody told us that we were crazy for going to.
Okay.
But we just wanted to tell the story of this city through the perspective of a cab driver who had seen it change over the years. And I think we're really excited about the idea of wanting to Keep the Meter Running on the road and making it a much more international travel show.
Season 2 is international.
Season 2 is going to be completely international, with always having a little bit of a foot in New York. But I think learning about these places through the perspectives of people just like you is such a different perspective than people are used to in watching sort of travel content or any sort of shows that travel around the world that may be focusing on the best hotels and the expensive side of these cities versus like, no, we're going to take you to some places that you will never otherwise have heard of.
Okay. So, what make your content truly memorable?
What makes it truly memorable?
I'll answer this one
Please.
for you. I think what Adam, his uncanny ability is to find formats that are super like compelling. Like you see it and you go, I'm gonna watch this. You don't even know what it is, and you immediately go, I'm gonna watch this. And it could be the simplest the simplest idea. It could be the most complicated idea. Usually they're not complicated, but it's always something that you go, I gotta watch this right away. And I think that's the big difference between what Adam does and so many other people, is he's very specific and particular, and he has a reverence for old Hollywood. And I think a lot of what people are doing right now, they don't give a fuck about the past. They don't give a fuck about Hollywood. They don't give a fuck about what occurred before. And I think that there's a lane for that. But I think the reason the Adam shows are so compelling is because they remind you of a time when people cared about the quality of the work, the format of the work, the people in the work. And it's not just like, I want to go viral. It's about, I want to make something incredible, you know? And I think that's the difference between Adam as a producer and so many other people.
You know, you took the words out of my mouth, Peter.
And do you have a favorite episode out of everything that you start from the beginning?
I mean, I'm not just saying this because Kareem is here, but Keep the Meter Running is a show that changed my life twice. Because I think 4 years ago it changed my life because it was the first time I'd ever, tried making a TikTok show, Instagram show, short form content. Like no one had really made these short form shows before, and I think it was through the success of people really watching and engaging and reacting to our show that made Kareem and I both realize, like, oh wow, there's a whole future of being able to make these types of shows in the internet.
Bro, it was the first unscripted short form vertical video show in the world.
The only roses I will give is like there were some early man on the street stuff, But I do
Yes.
think that we made a TV show
Yes.
in the short form capacity, which I do think was the first it had ever been done. And I think the difference with this version that we've been making on YouTube is as someone who had been very much in the short form world for 4 years, ever since we had started this show, I had gotten so addicted to the virality, and where I never felt good about the thing I was making unless it had gotten viral. And I think the difference in making this show, this 30-minute version of Keep the Meter Running, was it was the first time in my life that I was proud of it before we ever pressed publish. The show meant so much to me, and all of a sudden I just wanted to get as many people as I knew on earth to watch this show because I thought it would have an impact on them before I ever looked at the views or before we ever, you know, saw how it was attracting these platforms. I was just proud of the thing that we had made. And now I think where that's changed my life is I'm forever addicted to that feeling, and I only ever want to chase that feeling for the rest of my life.
Okay, and I got a last question before I drop you.
Please.
Where do you see digital media in 5 years?
Where do I see digital media in 5 years? I think we're about to live in a very visual world, and every brand and product that you use has some form of representation on these platforms, and we're all going to be consuming so much more content, which I think in many ways is a very dark thing, because we're going to be working less because of AI. We're going to just have a lot more free time to consume things. But what I would hope is that we get to make really incredible shows and give a platform to people that never otherwise would have had a platform in this sort of old world of the gatekeepers in media. And we get to keep showing off a side of the world that all of us actually want to live in versus one that maybe the algorithms on their own kind of tell us we are going to live in.
I'm so happy to have you guys.
Peter Lewis.
We are
Thank you,
Central Park
Peter.
right now.
It's an
Grand
absolute
Central
honor.
right now, and we're about to drop Kareem. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Peter.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Good to
Thank
see you
guys.
again.
Good
Peter,
to
you
see you
gotta go.
guys. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Love you,
Thank
man.
you guys.
We love you.
Thank
Also,
you, guys.
next
We love
week,
you too.